In this video, I'm going to show you how to replace a Kohler canister flush valve seal. That's the little red deal down there. These leak all the time. It's very common. If you don't have a good seal, the water will just keep running and go down the drain here. Okay, the first thing you want to do is you want to shut off the water supply. And just get all the water out down below that level right there. This here is the canister. Now this one here is a little on the tight side. I believe the gentleman who installed this toilet made this a little snug. So I'm gonna go ahead and come down one link so that this has a little more play in it. There should be a little more play in it. It's a little tight. I wanna go ahead and move this fill hose, move that out of my way. Now this here, you're just gonna give it a little push and you're gonna turn it counterclockwise, about a quarter of a turn to get this whole canister off. Turn that around. See that there? That just goes right down into that groove and locks in place. Just a quarter of a turn, that's all it takes. I'm going to go ahead and remove this hook from this chain. Not always the easiest thing to do, but of course just try to do it without poking yourself. There you go. As I mentioned, I believe this is a little too tight, so I'm going to go ahead and move this onto this next ring here. So that way we have a little more play for the assembly and for the functionality of this canister. So I'm just going ahead and attach that. So here's the seal that I'm going to go ahead and replace. So you just pull that out. It's really simple, not much to it. Here is the newer one. You don't need to use any kind of water-based silicone or anything. You can just get this right in here. You want to just make sure it's inside the groove really well. Just kind of rub your finger on it, kind of feel it around, make sure it's in the groove all the way. This is just a pull tab. It doesn't matter where this is. So this could be over here, it could be over there. Doesn't really matter. I do want to point out that sometimes these seals, they come in a yellow color, like an orangish yellow color. It's just a different manufacturer, but as long as it says that it fits Kohler canisters, this is a class 5 Kohler flush system. So these do come in different colors. Just wanted to give you a heads up on that. So I'm just going to put this back into that little groove right there. I'm going to push down and just a little quarter turn. Now it's locked in place. I'm going to turn this canister back over here, attach it to the flush lever. If I had smaller hands and fingers, it would be a little easier to do this. There we go. I like that. That's a lot better. You want to have a little bit of play in there. You don't want this top of this to hit the top of the tank. In this case, this will not happen. But you do want to have a little bit of play there. That way it's not constantly tugging and pulling, causing some leakage. So it's just better to have a little bit of a play. I'd say about a link or two of slack there. So now this is pretty much in place. I'm going to go ahead and reattach the fill hose right back into there. I'm going to go ahead and turn the water supply back on. And then I'm going to go ahead and observe the function to make sure there's no leaks and everything is working properly. Okay, and there we have it. Now, ideally on here, it says the water line should be up here, about maybe a half of an inch below this canister. But I have adjusted this as high as I can get this floater to come. That's as tight as you could either use a Phillips screwdriver or you just do it by hand. I've got it up as high as I can get it. So that's as high as the water level is going to get. The advantage of these flushers, if you don't know, you can just give the toilet one quick little flush and it doesn't use all the water like this. The canister comes back down and it just uses enough water to flush down like liquids only. If you got solids to flush down, then you can just hold down this all the way till all the water goes down, and then it'll refill the tank. So you're using less water when you only have liquids to flush down. The water has reached its limit. There's no running water, there's no leaks. Nice and quiet. Pure silence. This is what everybody wants, right, in their toilet. This is a well-oiled toilet. Well, minus the oil. You catch my drift. Thank you for watching this video. If you haven't given this video a like yet, please give it a thumbs up.
I appreciate you watching this video. If you haven't seen my other video on the Kohler Toilet silent fill valve replacement, be sure to check that out. In that video, I provide how there are a couple different reasons why there could be a leak coming out of it. I give you step-by-step instructions on how to troubleshoot the problem, to find out where it's coming from, and I go ahead and I do a full replacement on the silent fill valve because I personally, I share a reason why. I just think it was more cost effective rather than the maintaining and the replacement of those little seals that I showed you there a second ago. But it's pretty easy. They made some improvements with the newer replacement part. I go ahead and explain and I share that with you. But I think this is actually a lot easier and a lot more simpler than most people might think. But as I mentioned, I do give and provide step-by-step. So be sure to check out that video. Does its job without leaking. Nobody likes a leaky, noisy toilet, especially while you're trying to sleep at night. But be sure to check out that video. I think you'll like it, and I hope you find it informative and helpful. If you haven't given this video yet a like or make any comments down below, please be sure to. I'll answer any questions you guys have. Thank you for your support. Thank you for watching my videos. Please be sure to subscribe. I'll see you guys in my next video.